and welcome to today's Friday meditation to raise your vibration here at Wellness on the Mountain. My name is Denise, and I am here today to share with you a beautiful meditation that everyone is just going to want to have as one of their tools in their tool bag for nurturing and loving themselves. As we all know and all experience, there's a lot of stress in our lives, and we're just not going to be able to disconnect from all of it. What we can do is support our nervous system, change our behaviors and our responses. So it's a multifaceted way of living to really support yourself and deal with the stresses of life. And remember, stress can come in so many different forms. It can be simply traffic, a child who is not feeling well. It can be, that's an emotional way of dealing with stressors. However, we can also have stressors within our body due to exposures, painting a room and those toxins that can come from the paint, being in a building that has mold. This is another type of stressor on the body. And yet again, there's even one more that we can be subjected to at times. Pain. If we're not feeling well, if we've got a backache. Look at me right now. I'm trying to find comfort in my sitting, so that there's no pain. That's another type of stress. And it's important to identify and understand these different types of stressors, because many times people will say to me that, no, I don't have too much stress. Life's pretty simple. And then we'll get to chatting about their health, and they're like, oh yeah, I get migraines all the time, or my stomach is always upset. I have a lot of gas and bloating, things like this. This is a stressor to the body. You may have learned how to ignore it, but internally there is chaos going on, and that affects you in a very, very deep manner. There is that saying that we've all heard, stress kills. Well, to some degree that is really, really true, because if you choose to ignore those migraines, tolerate it, that upset tummy, that every time you eat something, things are just not happy downstairs, but you ignore it. It's just part of my life. Everybody in my family has a bad gut. Well, your body is being subjected to those stressors, which cause the tension, which evolve into stress internally. Okay. And so not that we are going to be able to avoid all the stressors in life, but it's our behavior and our way of looking at it that we want to change, as well as nurturing that body. Today, with the nervous system. The nervous system is what helps you and me deal with those stressors of a headache, or of running late, or money is tight, all of these things that we all experience. So today, we're going to nurture that nervous system. And in doing so, we're going to really allow ourselves to do so much more, stimulating the pituitary and give that expansion of your intuition. Okay, so that's what's going to be part of this Kriya, this meditation today as well. Many times we don't really understand and or connect with that element that is about our aura, our energy, and our nerves, our nerve strength. And so when we do practices like this, that's what we're doing as well. We're strengthening our nerves. We are strengthening our energy. So think about it from the perspective like this. If you're having a really challenging day, what is your energy going to be like, especially if you're allowing it to really discombobulate you? You wake up, you stub your toe, can't find your car keys. We all know how that can happen. And if we choose our behavior and our responses to be that which maybe just kind of flows and whatever comes, and you're frustrated and angry, etc., we're creating that energy. That's what we're giving off, and that's what we're going to receive. So if we use tools like this beautiful meditation to strengthen that, to help us be better at that, at not letting all those little things sway us from one mood to another so easily, especially when it's not one that is pleasant, this is a beautiful thing. Now we can live life in a much different way. So with all that being said, we're going to share this Kriya today. And the suggestion on the practice is to begin slowly, meaning that we do the practice for a short amount of time and then gradually increase your time. Okay. Very common thing to do with almost anything, start gradually, see how the body does with it, become observant to it, embrace it, do it a little bit more, get stronger and stronger. We don't just go to the gym and decide, I'm going to bench 500 pounds, No, we work our way up to it. So today's practice, we're going to do it for 5 minutes. And my suggestion to you is each time you give the opportunity to come back to this video, you can go ahead and allow it to get you started and into the meditation, and then certainly time yourself and increase the time a little bit longer, up to and no longer than 11 minutes. Okay. There's a few little things in this beautiful meditation. It's a Kriya that is going to be what we're going to do with our eyes, our hands, etc. So our Drishti, our eyes, is going to be closed, but left open a smidgen. We call it 1/10. So, give yourself an opportunity, if you've not done that before, to just close your eyes here and then just slightly open them ever so gently so that the 1/10 is open. It's a little bit of concentration there, okay? Don't stress about it, just let it flow, okay? All of this is just a practice. Our mudra, our hands, will start off in Gyan Mudra. So wrist resting on the knees. Index finger is touching the thumb finger right at the tip, okay? There's no pressure, there's no nail into it, just slightly touching, very nicely on each hand. Other fingers are up and tall like antennas, elbows are straight. And we start here, and then we're going to practice the breath, okay? If you've not done segmented breath before, that's what this is called. And you can do different segmented breaths, 3, 5, 10. We're doing 10 today. So you're going to inhale through the nose in 10 equal segmented breaths or sniffs. Okay, now it'll take practice, which again, go right ahead and try it right now if you'd like to. But as we work in the practice, in the meditation, you'll get your rhythm down where you don't want to take a big inhale on your first sniff because you're not going to have any air left to inhale, no room left. So you want little small sniffs on your complete inhalation. And as you're doing that, hands in Gyan Mudra, you're segmenting up those hands. They're going to be 10 motions until they get up here. Release the fingers. And on the last segment, your palms are going to cover over top of your eyebrows. And then as you exhale the breath, you're going to bring the fingertips together down through the center, your chakra line, your spinal column, all the way down, back in Gyan Mudra. That's your exhale. Inhale is segmented breaths coming up in 10 sniffs, giving little jolts to those fingers coming up over the eyes on the 10th one. And as you're ready to exhale, fingertips together, bringing the hands down through the spinal chakra area, back into Gyan Mudra to begin again with the inhalation. Okay? Pretty simple. While you're doing that, just give yourself the opportunity, because sometimes that's where the mind starts to wander, etc. we're going to mentally vibrate the mantra, Wahe Guru. So as you're doing the inhale, you're mentally vibrating Wahe. And when you are exhaling, you're mentally vibrating Guru. Okay? All right. I think we're ready to begin. So let's all find ourselves in a lovely, seated, easy pose. And allow ourselves to just begin to close those eyes. Become aware of your breath through the nose, through the mouth. Let's become aware of that breath. Let's begin starting with some big inhalations in through the nose. Fill up those lungs, expand that chest. Exhaling through the mouth, equally as bold. And just let those eyes rest closed as you begin this breath. I want to hear you. I want to hear you exhaling that breath, okay? As you continue this beautiful breath, I'm going to prepare some beautiful sound for us. Inhaling big, inhaling, lifting those rib cage, filling up those lungs, exhaling boldly through the mouth. This is your perfect, beautiful opportunity to let go. Let go of everything that doesn't serve you, even if it's just for these next 15 to 20 minutes. Just put it on a shelf. You'll come back to it later, if need be. You can make that decision after meditation today. Inhaling big, exhaling big. Releasing, letting go. Beautiful. Keep it up. Inhaling big. If you're wondering what to do with the hands, just let them rest on the knees, palms facing up. And just feel very comfortable in this tall spine, this beautiful posture. Yes, beautiful. And let's go ahead and allow ourselves to tune in with our practice today by bringing those palms together into prayer pose, rubbing those palms ever so vigorously, allowing for some beautiful balance within your body. Rest them into prayer pose, thumbs in at the sternum. And let's go ahead and tune in for our practice today, tuning into that inner divine that you possess, tuning into those yogis who've come before us to help guide us in our practice today. And the tuning in Adi mantra is simply Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Remember, let the vibration work in your body. Let your lips, your mouth come together with your sounding of the syllables to feel the vibration. Very similar to when you were a child and you would sit and hum. Same concept, okay? Except very specific syllables. So let's go ahead and begin our tune in. Rest those eyes gently down. Hands are in prayer pose. And take a nice big breath in to chant this mantra 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big breath in, suspending that breath, hold it in. And gently let that breath go. Keep those eyes closed as you gently let those hands drift down to the knees again. Let's go ahead and put those hands into the Gyan Mudra posture. Nice straight elbows. And begin paying close attention to your breath as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Checking in with your posture, making sure you're nice and tall in that spine. And remembering back to our conversation shortly ago about the entire meditation practice, what it's going to do for you. Let your focus be drawn there for a moment, remembering the movement and the breath that we're going to practice here. Let the sound carry you away in your practice today. Maybe we're on a beach, maybe we're by a babbling brook, maybe it's just a simple wind blowing through our hair. Just allow yourself to be present here. And let's go ahead and begin with our inhalation in 10 small sniffs through the nose as we bring those hands up in segmented motions towards the eyes. When we reach the 10th motion, palms are covering the eyebrows. When we're ready to exhale, fingertips together. Exhaling, bringing those hands straight down through the center of the body and beginning again. As you vibrate Wahe on the inhalation and Guru on the exhalation. Complete the last cycle of wherever you're at this time. Finding your way back down, hands in Gyan Mudra. Take in a nice deep breath, suspending that breath. Gently let the breath go and relax your hands, bringing them back into prayer pose. Rubbing those palms together. Let those hands rest now in prayer pose. And just be here for a moment. Become aware of what you feel in your body. Hopefully you feel a sense of relaxation. Give yourself an opportunity to really check in with your physical body. Walk through your body. Take another nice deep breath in, suspending that breath. And gently let the breath go. Take a moment here to set your intention for the day. How will you further nourish and nurture your nervous system today? Maybe you might want to set a practice for the next 40 days to do this meditation each day before you leave your home or begin your day with all of your things to do. Further strengthening, nourishing, and expanding the health of your nervous system. Let's go ahead and close our practice today with a nice long sat and a short nam. Big breath in. Sat nam. Sat nam to you. May your day be filled with an enormous amount of blessings. I thank you so very much for sharing your morning with me and this meditation. Please feel free to like our YouTube channel and click that little bell if you want to be notified when we're doing more practices. We do the meditation all about raising your vibration every Friday morning at 9 a.m. But you can always come back and visit these meditations again at your leisure and share them with friends and loved ones. I wish you nothing but joy and bliss today and throughout this beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today for this lovely, lovely practice. Sat Nam.